What is going on, YouTube? This is the Rank here once again, and this is the last video for today. Now, my previous one was on cyberbullying, and this one is going to be on my personal opinion on the new Fairly Odd Parents. Now, I kind of think it's kind of pointless that they're coming out with a new one, and judging by the previews, it looks tacky. I'm not hating on it just because it's part of the new Nickelodeon. I'm just saying it doesn't look that promising. And and they're giving Mr. Crocker a fucking fade. A fade. I would have never seen this when I was a little kid. I would have never expected this. It looks like he has a fade on the show, so he could have had fades before they were a thing. For all we know, he could have invented fades. You know what? Sorry. I went way ahead of myself. I just went full retard. I'm sorry. Yeah, never go full retard. I know. But really, I just think it doesn't look that good. Now they got Foop, like Poop's like evil enemy. You know that little square baby. Like the evil baby is square and Poop is round. And now they're going all the way to like freaking Hawaii or something, and guess what excuse that they have for the source of their powers if it hasn't been killed enough. Now it's a freaking orb. Yes, it's some orb of power that gives them all this power and stuff. But what about that wand? Don't they rely on chargers? What the heck? It's been multiple times, I'm sure of, multiple times where their powers have led to some place. Like, where? Like, what? Do their powers rest in the president's ball sack? Do they rest in Sarah Palin's jugs? Where are they? What, is it in Hillary Duff's muff cabbage? Like, where? I just want a specific reason where their powers came from. Because I'm getting sick of these multiple excuses. I've had it. But still, sorry, I just had to vent. As you know, when I make a video, I gotta vent. But still, it doesn't look, judging by the trailers, it doesn't look that promising. It is wrong that they're giving Mr. Crocker a fade. And at least the cast is back. And the guy who plays this Crocker, he sucks at playing Mr. Crocker. He definitely sucks. He doesn't even act like him. He just acts like a parody. And they do have the same people that voice Cosmo and Wanda. That is a good thing because you can't replace their voice acting. Because if they die and someone has to replace them, there won't be a good replacement. They were a good choice. But if they changed their voice actors, fans would have been pissed. But Butch Hartman wouldn't do his fans like that. Nobody would unless there was a reasonable excuse. Some little kids don't know, some do. But still, I just think that the whole thing about them making this new Fairly Odd Parents movie, it seems ambitious. It looks not so promising. And the way that this guy is portraying Crocker is mutiny. Now, here's my opinion on the first two. Now, the first one was okay, but that whole pointless poop joke about giving Crocker diarrhea was pointless. A little kid could have wrote that. And it was a shock that they made Tootie hot a couple years later, even though that she was obsessed with Timmy. Everybody knows. I knew. You knew if you watched the show, if you were a big fan, or if you're a longtime fan, or a hardcore fan, or a new fan. But I think that girl does do a pretty good job. Hope she could do a pretty good job on my balls. Okay, sorry for the sex joke. But still, she does play an okay performance. And getting Drake Bell, really? You couldn't find anybody else to play as Timmy? Like, why the heck did they give him the role? I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but that's an unlikable lead. That is the most unlikable lead since that bully from Sleepaway Camp 3. Or 2, correct me if I'm wrong. Like, he's the most unlikable lead to be Timmy. It could have been anybody else. If it was Ben Stiller, everybody would have went angry. Would have had to be somebody who was young. Not anybody who got their penis stuck in a zipper or anything. But seriously, I think that getting Drake Bell to be Timmy was very unlikable. And the voice of Jorgen is kind of the same, I think. And correct me if I'm wrong. Why is why is Jordan Bond's Triangle in live action when the fairies are animated CG? You know what? I'm done. I'm done. It makes no sense. You have the fairies being in CG, and you have Crocker being real. Yeah, I know he was the size of a human, but come on. But it would be terrible if they made the fairy. Sweet mother of Lord, they did. It was only a brief time in the first movie. It was brief. So don't know. So I don't want no dislikes. But seriously, what I'm trying to say is, all the vetting and all the procrastinating. I'm just saying that it looks practically like watchable, and I haven't seen it yet. And once I see it, I will give you a review of it. Promise. If I can know the time when it's going to come on, I'll do a video on it if I can. Or if I miss it, I will try to find it on YouTube or anywhere I can, and I will review it for you, darlings. Or for you, 53 sexy people. So, in a nutshell, I think that this movie might be okay. It won't be the best movie that you'll ever see. It might not be the worst movie, but it'll just be an okay movie. It might be on the borderlines between good and bad. And I'm kind of rooting for this film because it does look little to none promising. And I hope that it can just like be better than the first and the second one. The second one was pretty good, but the first one was awesome because I was excited when the first one was coming out. Like I could finally see Timmy Turner in real life. But I never expected him to be a grown man living with his parents. Christian. Must be some disease getting spread around here. Thank God it's not Ebola. But anyway, this is the Rank Kid. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, and send me some recommendations in the comment section below. Share my videos with anybody you know. Help promote me. Just help me promote me. And I can get some more subscribers. I'm going to send y'all a special video if I get 100. And I'm thinking about starting a Patreon. I really don't know because I really don't want to be a Patreon guy. But, yeah. So, this is the Rank Kid. And Mr. Crocker having a fade made my fucking day. My whole day I spent laughing at this. Like, I just noticed a fade. Mr. Crocker having a freaking fade. This movie is going to be wild. I changed my mind.
This is the Rank Kid, and bye bye.